She's got some jeans on. Van Cleef and Arpels. You have this watch. This is really cool. I've actually never seen anything quite like it. You've got this beautiful, like, silver fairy inside the watch telling time with all of these diamonds around it. This is so unique. I really just love it. Love it. And we have the table of contents here with some girl kind of floating in the sky. And here we have Tom Ford eyewear, and she's wearing these really futuristic looking sunglasses, and she has this big diamond choker. And more table of contents over here on this side. And this guy's wearing this big blue bow. And over here we have this ad for Swarovski. And it looks like it's supposed to be this beautiful mother and daughter. And they are wearing all blue diamonds. Look how stunning this piece is over here. I mean, just look at that blue sapphire in the center. And it's just completely engulfed in these diamonds. And can you see here on her bracelet, on her wrist, she's got these really beautiful bracelets. And the necklace is over here. And her diamond hoop. It's really so beautiful. I love this picture. Neutrogena. Powerful 0.5% retinol. Clinically proven gentle on skin. Neutrogena Rapid Wrinkle Repair Retinol Pro Plus 0.5% Power Serum. New Retinol Pro Plus Serum Wrinkle Results in 1 week. Neutrogena for people with skin. And we've got an ad here for Dior. This also looks very futuristic to me. I love the bold colors and like just interesting. This caught my eye, these jeans here. What's going on with these jeans? They look so different. You see them? Right over here. What's going on there? Let's read what this is. It's number 2. Let's see what it says. No, it doesn't say anything about it. It just says Y Project jeans for $600. Okay, I don't get it. If anyone knows what these things are for, is that another zipper and it's just open? It looks like a shark mouth. Kind of, doesn't it look like a shark mouth? Or, I don't know, but I'm just curious what you guys think that is for, or I don't get it. Anyway, it's got all these little different items here. This is kind of cool. Different. You've got these green heels here, and guys, look at this. This is David Bowie here. Okay. Look at the shape of these pants down here. Pretty psychedelic. Embrace extraterrestrial whimsy and stay light years ahead of the curve in capes, specs, and high stilettos that shimmer like the Milky Way. Okay, some of this fashion stuff is a little beyond me, but hey, it's all good, it's all cool. Where would you love a good yard? Menswear designer Emily Adams bowed Ashla, whose collections feature dead stock and vintage-inspired fabrics, love items that stand the test of time. Tectonic California Congressman Ro Khanna offers up some ideas for soothing what Lance Wheeler, and the rings by Ashton Light and Laurie Sun Artistry. And throughout, the hair was by Karen, the makeup by Kabuki, and the manicure by Mei Kawashiri, and the set design by Stefan Beckman. So cool. And here she is again in these like really big puffy sleeves, and she's got this open cut out stomach area and this mini skirt kind of thing, and it says clothing and headpiece by Siegs Repar, and this sleeve by Erstad Swan, rings by Ashton Light and Egan Lob. And then you have more article about crimes over there. And then look at this picture here. You gotta see her nails. Her eyes are black. That's crazy. I wonder how they did that. They must have just put like goggles or something over her eyes, right? That's not contacts, is it? That's crazy. It looks like she's at a bar. And you've got these little like champagne glasses back here. Grime says Musk often wonders if she's a simulation. He's like, are you real? Or are we living in my memory and you're like a synthesized companion? Look at her nails. They are so long. Personally, I don't think Manic Pixie Dream Girl is an insult. I exactly identify with all of those terms. I understand it's supposed to be a critique of certain things, but then I challenge that critique. And there's just more article here. So much written about crimes on the pages. And a lot of pictures here. Look at these outfits. I mean, look at that. It's like costumes, right? And it's hard to see, but you've got this like futuristic car over here. Musk agrees that living separately is wise. I just don't like things to be messy and anime. And here she is again, and she's on a motorcycle. And there's more article here. The Prince and the Predator. Stripped of his titles and forced to settle a sexual abuse case, Prince Andrew is officially a royal disgrace, but the fallout from his friendship with Jeffrey Epstein might have stayed contained if not for the two pivotal photos. One catastrophic TV interview by Mark Seal. Putting Jeffrey Epstein with Prince Andrew was like putting a rattlesnake in an aquarium with a mouse. Red-handed Virginia Roberts Goofrey says Epstein took this photo of her at 17 with Prince Andrew and Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm gonna just skip through this page here because I just think it's getting a little too heavy. And this as well, I'm just not going to read through that. I like to keep everything nice and light. So I'm gonna just gently flip through these pages. shirt here. Lando Norris, 22, McLaurin. Norris streams some racing on Twitch where he and a few peer drivers passed the time during coronavirus lockdown by gaming for an online audience. I don't think you would necessarily see the older generation doing this kind of thing, the British driver says. I think we're more open to being seen publicly and giving fans that kind of experience. And he's got a high kick here, and look at some pink socks. And we have some photos here. And we have Daniel Ricciardo, and he's 32, McLaren. After more than a decade in Florida, Ricciardo, an early star of Drive to Survive, has enjoyed seeing a new audience for the sport, including his native Australia. Why shouldn't we let them in, he says. Why shouldn't we let them see the highs and the lows and the emotions? Look at this pink jumpsuit he's got on. And to add a little fun, some purple socks. Lots of color. Esteban Ocon, 25, Alpine. In coming seasons, Ocon plans to change his helmet design to look more futuristic. Maybe a little bit more the old school driver, who is more focused on the racing side, and a little bit less on the image, he says. But I'm coming towards that direction as well. And he's got this big blue plaid jacket on, with these printed pants and printed shoes. Where the show is light on the atrocities of pit stops, it lingers on any hit of a feud. And he's got this blazer on with nothing underneath but just a little necklace there. George Russell. He's got this green jacket on. I'm loving all of this color that they're showing this spring. Bright colors everywhere. It just makes me feel so happy. Just something about it. George Russell, 24, Mercedes. Russell trained with Mercedes beginning in his teens and will now represent the team as one of its two senior drivers. The rise of his generational cohort has added an extra degree of familiarity to the F1 field. When the helmet's off, everything's cool, Russell says, unless there's been history there. Yeah, look at this jacket. It has like an eye on it. Very cool. Different. Drivers who had participated in that first season were no longer just semi-interchangeable athletes. See the little detail here on his jacket too. Looks like little flowers. Very cool. Pierre Gasly, 26, AlphaTauri. At first, Gasly found it awkward to watch his seasons play out on television, but the French driver began to settle into the circumstances in part because they compart with his own habits. I must say I do watch a lot of Netflix. I'm a good consumer. Julian's sanction goes inside the frenzied elite market for the rarest timepieces in the world. Nancy is wearing a watch here. And it says, about face, most current cosmographs run for $14,000 to $46,000. Wow. In 2017, Paul Newman sold for $17.8 million for a watch. That is insane. That's a lot of money to spend on a watch. You can like feed a small country with that kind of money. I'm just saying now. Wow. So you have all this text here and a big O. Nice big O over there. So I'm just gonna trace it. After the watch disappeared from Paul Newman's wrist, in photos, watch obsessives grew fixated with the idea of finding the original. Amid the Hubbard oral bag's theatrical wheezed and clutched his heart, and the sale continued as if bidders were as eager to keep watching the maestro as they were to win the watch. The gold Patek Philippe 2497 had belonged to Emperor Haile Selassie of Ethiopia. Here was a chance to buy God's timepiece. The Big Red. Is that Clifford? That's Clifford up there. My daughter used to love Clifford. She had all the little books and used to read them all the time. When the CEO of Scholastic died suddenly last year, he left control of the family empire to a former colleague, his ex-girlfriend. Now, there may be a showdown brewing over the billions of dollars in kids' fare, from Harry Potter to Clifford the Big Red Dog. The bleak grind of the pandemic had been wearing Dick Robinson down, just like everybody else. He'd been working long days in the near-empty Soho headquarters of Scholastic. is wrong. What's your greatest fear? That I will be taken for mad and thrown into a 19th century-esque insane asylum and never be heard from again. Condé Nast Store, timeless prints from the world's most iconic artist. CondéNastStore.com. And then you have some pictures, Vanity Fair, and then a guy and a girl, and then more Vanity Fair. Chanel, Chanel, and you've got this little cute Chanel bag with the white chain here. And she's looking through her glasses, and she's got these Chanel bangles on. Bangles, sorry, I'm saying the wrong thing. Bangles, and a necklace with the bow tie. And so guys, now that we've reached the end of the magazine flip, I do want to give a little disclaimer about today's video. I didn't want to say it up front, but for those of you that have made it to the end of this video, I apologize if I sounded a little funny, but I'm actually sick with COVID right now, and my nose is completely stuffed. I have like a breathe right strip over the bridge of my nose just so I can like get through this video and like try and breathe a little bit. I had to edit out a bunch of times. I had a couple of coughing fits and stuff, so I really tried my best. So hopefully this video was able to provide you with some relaxation, and I hope that it still sounded okay. And I hope you enjoyed this fluffy blanket because it's like a cloud. I'm just gonna move this aside for a second. Before I go, I just want to like show you how cool that is and just like mix it up like this. Look at that. How cool is that? Just brush it around like this. Look at that. So hopefully you guys are sleeping and you're dreaming that you're on this cloud right now. And the cloud is so soft and so safe and comforting like this. Look how soft it looks. You can tell that it's so comfortable. And so I hope wherever you are, you're feeling good. And I really hope that you are able to enjoy this video and it doesn't sound too terrible. I'm going to go and lie down myself because I'm still getting over this very annoying virus.